Hello, my name's Minzy, and what is that sound? Hold on, 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, Wagwan, what are you saying, G? Wait, how did he get access into my room, man? What? I'm just making a video of my reactions to Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Why have you given me a yellow card for, you bald-headed wanker? Fuck off, you bellend. Hey, fuck it up. I just got a yellow card by Anthony Taylor as well, man. What's going on? What have I got a yellow fucking card? Unfucking believable. My name's Minzy. This is a Bulgarian Thai. And welcome to the post-match reactions of Jason Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1. And thankfully, rather than playing a trained American sniper, we instead played Charlie Chaplin's 11. Thank Christ for that, because we got away with one, as Andy Gray would say back in the old FIFA days, in the noughties, although back then you guys were obviously paying Pez, but if you knew FIFA back in the days, you'd hear a cuss where if you were missing so many shots with your team, Andy Gray would criticise you and say, these lot are so bad they couldn't hit a barn door with a machine gun. That was FIFA 2002. Those insults were hilarious. Obviously, I don't want to be really quoting Andy Gray because we know what he's famous for, so let's not go there. Let's not go there. And talk about the game itself. And I got to say, like I said, we got away with one. Like Bournemouth can count themselves unlucky. They hit the bar with Tavernier's ferocious drive, and then they hit the post, they had a goal disallowed, and of course they missed that fatal penalty, which in the end kind of decided it and swung it in our favour. To be honest, I don't know how man of the match was given to Jadon Sancho. I'll get to him in a bit. He was quality, but it really should have been Sanchez because he was sold a pup by Fofana's terrible back pass. Terrible back pass. All right, and let me tell you now, yeah, that back line of Fofana, Cole, Disassi, you lot were giving me septic shock. I was about to call the Medreds himself and tell him to put a Met call on my behalf and have a whole team come up to me giving me IV access, IV antibiotics, IV fluids, let them take bloods, let them take a urine sample and send the lactate off. You know, the whole septic shock pathway. Send the whole thing off, man, because I was getting that so bloody frustrated and that so much in cardiac arrest from you lot. You lot were giving me palpitations like no tomorrow, man. Jesus Christ. Flipping heck, you were... Ooh, it was painful to watch you guys defend, man. It was really painful. It was nerve-wracking. And then Sanchez had to concede that penalty. Thankfully, I think based upon new rules, not really a new rule, but because he was going for the ball, it's not a red card offence, it's a yellow card. I think that's the reason why I got the yellow card. If I'm mistaken, please do correct me, and I'll be sure to give it a read. Never mind, I probably won't. Anyways, before the penalty was taken, they panned to the camera taker, and I was watching it with my mate, and I told my mate that the goalkeeper should dive to the left. I was watching his eyes were fixated to the bottom right hand corner, and I said, like, if I was the goalkeeper, I'd move to the left. The goalkeeper read my mind. Beautiful save. In fact, all of Bournemouth shots on target, I was telegraphing it in my head. That this is the way I'll dive. Just being a former goalkeeper myself, this is the way I would dive. And Sanchez was diving the exact same way I was going to dive. We were both telekinetically linked. And I used to slander this man. I still slander this man, but you know what? Can't slander him. I put my hands up. If he was here himself, he'd give me a good slap around the face because, hey, Robert Sanchez, he was our man of the match. He absolutely was solid between the sticks. Not saying that I would have kept a clean sheet with all that telekinetic bullshit that's coming out of my mouth, but hey, what can I say? Great goalkeepers think alike. That's what I can say. Anyways, like I said, we kind of got away with one. The difference was Jadon Sancho in the second half. What can I say? What can I say? I was a bit fearful about this signing, given the stuff that was happening at Manchester United. Like Eric Ten Hag, like this guy. This guy is funny. Like he's treated him like the Terminator. He'll be back. He'll be back. Instead, he treated him like my ex, who threw me aside. Oh, never mind. Anyways, just like I got thrown aside, he got thrown aside. You know, when the kids ask their dad, can we keep the 9 puppies that our lovely dog produced? And the dad turns around and says, yeah, we'll keep the pups, we'll keep the pups. And he turns around and goes, fuck that, I ain't feeding 9 extra fucking mouths. And instead of doing the decent thing and giving it away, he puts them in a bag and chucks them down a lake. Like you see in those evil American movies. But anywho, moral of the story is, not moral of the story, but the story is that Jadon Sancho got cast aside at Man United, and then Chelsea picked him up. And thankfully, I know it's only Bournemouth, no disrespect to them, it's only Bournemouth, but we picked up the Dortmund Sancho. He was hungry, he was fighting, he was taking on players, he was cooking Mr. Cook on the Bournemouth's right-hand side, and he was having a field day. He was having an absolute field day. That pass to Nkunku, good pass, and Nkunku does the rest. He got a little bit fortunate with how the ball fell kindly to him, but he finished it off. And that's the difference. Sancho, I hope you have more performances like that. You know, signs are promising. I hope there's more to come from him. I hope we get the Dortmund Sancho and he keeps progressing. So far, so good, but it is only Bournemouth. There's a long, long, long way to go, that's for sure. And now, what do I think about Chelsea's season? Well, it's quite obvious. We're going to win the fucking quadruple, bruv. We're going to fucking win the whole fucking lot, yeah? Watch. Man City and Arsenal, they're going to draw. And then Liverpool, Newcastle, they're going to get 0 points this weekend. And we're going to absolutely hammer the hammers in the Saturday lunchtime kickoff. We're going to lose 3-0, aren't we? Because Mikel Antonio is going to score his customary hat-trick against Chelsea like he usually does, doesn't he? Now that I fucking said it. I mean, look, we got a good few solid run of fixtures before disaster comes in October. I think we've got, in the space of these 4 games, we got Tottenham, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Arsenal as our 4 back-to-back games, which is incredible. But we got a good run of fixtures before then, so ideally we should be picking up 3 points, but it's the Premier League, not the Ligue 1, so no points are guaranteed, but hopefully as the season wears on, we can be up there, not saying necessarily title challenging, but somewhere up there, and not down in the dumps of the fucking Conference League. I'll get to that fucking shit in a minute, for fuck's sake. But yeah, what else can I say? 3 points and I'm a very happy Chelsea man. Except for the cards that were given in that fucking game. 14 or 16 yellow cards. Fucking hell. 16 yellow fucking cards, Anthony Taylor, bro. At one stage, I thought your bloody yellow cards were very sus. They're very, very sus. You got Jadon Sancho who bloody held his hands up. As if he got stopped by American police or something, you know? Told to get out of the vehicles, make sure you get 2 hands in the air. You know, man was surrendering. I don't know what he was surrendering for, but he was flipping surrendering. He gave him a yellow. He was doing kutba, bruv, and he gave him a yellow. I thought all of your yellow cards was sus at one stage until he had Cucurella yellow card, and I went, fair enough. Just for that song alone in the Euro 2024 successful Spain, he deserved that yellow card. He deserves a yellow card for every bloody game. But anywho, I don't know what happened, Anthony Taylor, man. Did someone take a shit on your food, bro? Someone must have taken a shit on your food, like, for you to give yellow cards for that game. Like, bro, did you confuse it for the North London derby? It's Chelsea versus Bournemouth, man. Chill out. That game did not deserve 14 yellow cards, bruv. Chill the fuck out, man. And now let's go to the where I think Chelsea and their success lies. I said the quadruple. Obviously, I'm chatting shit, but there you go. I mean, Prem, like I said, keep it steady. We might be up there. Carabao Cup, we got Barrow. If you don't get past Barrow, I will get heavily drunk because I need to sedate myself if we lose to fucking Barrow in the bloody Carabao Cup. And then the bloody FA Cup, obviously that's January. You know, I look forward to the third round draw. Always look forward to the third round draw. Nice little British tradition that we have. Love watching it when the balls go into the lollipop, and then we pick out each fixtures as we get the Premier League teams entering the third round of the FA Cup. There's some sort of nostalgia about the third round draw. I love it, absolutely love it. And then the Euro. Don't get me fucking started on the Europa Conference League, man. 6 random teams that we're playing. We're playing fucking Ghent. We're playing bloody Panathinaikos, Noah, Heidenheim, Samrock, and Astana. Alright, so we're playing Belgian Waffles, the Greek Mafia, the Old Testament, Jurgen Klopp's birthplace, Guinness and Leprechauns, and Borat. Bloody hell. Do you know where Astana is? That's a 6,000 kilometer trip. That's a 9-hour flight. I can go to Dhaka for 9 hours on a direct flight. I can go to Trivandrum on a 9 hours on a direct flight. I can get deported back to where I came from on a 9-hour flight. Even though I wouldn't survive 2 seconds in Bangladesh, but you get me? Bloody hell, is this what Europa Conference League is like? Travelling to places far out and wide. Bloody hell, what have we become, man? Astana away, 9-hour flight. In December in minus 16 degrees. Flipping heck. Bloody hell, reminds me of when I was playing on Ballona. And we had snow up to that ceiling. We had snow up to that bloody ceiling. And that's who we're playing against in the Europa Conference League. God give us strength, man. God give us strength. God give me strength. If we don't get 18 points out of 18 in the Europa Conference League group stages, I'm going to put £100 and put it on black and roulette. And I don't care if I lose the lot or I double it. But I'll put it in just as a risky bet. Because really, these group stages is not a risk. It should be an 18 out of 18 risk-free group stage guaranteed wins. Alright? And no disrespect to these lot, but come on, I haven't even heard of some of your team names. Where is Noah FC? Where is Noah FC? Like I said, we're playing the Old Testament, man. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. And then, finally, I'll touch upon Fantasy Premier League. Got 60 points in the end, thanks to Haaland as my captain, DCL, Saliba and Dunk. My midfield tanked. Palmer, Mitoma, Salah, Winks and Caicedo. Don't ask why I got Caicedo, man. He's a lovely player, but obviously he's not a player that you'd be having on your team. But unfortunately, my budget's blown on Haaland, Salah and Palmer. So I've got to fill in the money somewhere, and Caicedo came in. He got 3 points. You know, that's the most I wanted from him anyway. And he was solid in the game, but, you know, they're not going to really give a CDM points unless he actually is doing something beyond fantastic. But, oh well. I love Caicedo, man. What a legend. Winks. Thankfully, he's my 4.5 million player that plays. Salah. Wow, Liverpool disappointing me. Wow, I was going to put him as my captain. Thank fuck I put it on Haaland instead. Thank fuck. Man, Liverpool fucked me over this whole Fantasy Prem weekend, man. Some weekends you with it, some weekends you don't. If you have a bad weekend, I always say try to get over 50 points. And with Haaland as your captain, you're probably guaranteed to get halfway to 50 just with him being your captain on loan. So anywho, disappointing Fantasy Premier League whole weekends. On to the next one. Just before I go, I'd just like to announce that I'm doing a charity skydive. I'm trying to raise money for the paediatrics department for my hospital, so please do donate. Links in the description will be provided. Anywho's, my name's Minzy. We're gonna win the quadruple. That's my reactions for Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1, and I'll see you for West Ham United versus Chelsea at the end of the game. Fuck off!